Okay, I think we are live on LinkedIn and YouTube. Hi everyone, this is Aditya Sharma. I'll be your host for today's session. Please confirm me if you can see me live if you can hear me loud and clear, if you can see me fine, that would be great. And let me also double check on my end. I'm quickly checking on my end. Okay, I can see myself live on LinkedIn. That's great. I'll also double check on YouTube. Click to live. Okay. I can see a few people have already joined. Okay. Okay, guys, let's allow others to join. In the meantime, uh, has I don't see any comments out here, but if you can let me know in the chat box that you can hear me loud and clear, you can see me fine, that would be very helpful. And I'm just checking on YouTube as well. Okay, 1 second. Yep, we're live on YouTube as well, which is great. Cool. 18 people have already joined in. Okay, perfect. Well, thanks everyone for joining in. This is info session for remote internships. You all have signed up for it. So thank you so much for taking out time for this call. Really appreciate it. Now, we'll get started probably in a minute or two, right? And we'll allow everyone else to join. In the meantime, if you can simply like this event, if you want to repost, probably one of your friends would also need remote internship or would need some information about it. So please like the event, please share it. Must be a button called repost. If you can push that button to repost it, that would be very helpful. And we'll get started soon. Okay. Cool. So we have a few people here. I want to be cognizant of everyone's time, and we can move pretty fast here. Okay. Also, my colleague Dr. Amit Lal is also here. Hello, Amit sir.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. We are live on LinkedIn. A lot of thumbs up. Well, thank you so much, guys. We have about 32 people live on LinkedIn. Guys, again, just to remind everyone, this session is about a remote internship program of Hire Counselor. All of you, or most of you, have signed up for our remote internship program because probably you're looking for internships right now. So in the next 20 to 30 minutes, I'll give you a quick overview of how we can help you land remote internships. Plus, if you have any questions, right, this is the platform to ask. You can put your questions in the chat box, and I'm Dr. Amit, and I'll take your questions one by one. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So I think we are good to get started, Mitha. So
Yeah.
let me share my screen, guys. We always prefer to start this session by understanding our audience better, right? We want to understand what are your current pain points so that we can customize this session accordingly. So let me share my screen to get started. Let me know when you can see the PowerPoint deck. Can you see
Yes,
it?
I can see that.
Okay, okay, perfect. So, guys, remote internship at High Counselor, we help people land remote internship in the choice of their job role, in the choice of their industry, and all the internships are remote. So, no matter where you're located, whether you're in the US, Canada, Europe, India, wherever you are, we should be able to get you an internship, right? And we consider it in a manner that internship it gives you an unbeatable advantage. Okay. So before we get started and jump into details, my first question to all of you is, what is your biggest challenge in landing internship right now? Okay. Or probably if you tried in the past, what was that biggest challenge? There are three or four things that we have come across. First is your university not able to help you? Second is, if you say, okay, I don't find any internships online, or if you are getting interview calls for internship but you are unable to crack them. if there is any other reason because of which you are struggling to land internship, let us know that, right? So you can just write in the chat box 1, 2, 3, 4. There are multiple reasons. You can write 1, 2, 3 as well. If you choose 4, let us know what is that other reason. Okay. And Amit sir, I cannot see my LinkedIn comments here, so
But
probably you'll have to
I
read
guess
it
it
for
is
me.
coming on the StreamYard. I can read that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'll try to see if I can get it on my phone. It seems difficult.
Okay. Quite a few people are saying number three. Quite a people are saying number four. If you're saying number four, if that is other category, if you can just let us know what is that other reason for it. Digvijay says one and three. I
Mm-hmm.
believe a lot of people are not able to get it because they get too much relied on university, and then later
Uh-huh.
on, when university is not able to arrange it for you, that's where the real problem begins.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not really getting enough calls. Okay, this could be also one of the reasons. The third one, not getting interview calls.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
One and four. So what is the other reason? If you can let me know, Hamna, I guess. Yes. uh, can't able to get interview calls. Yes, that is what I'm saying, that you're not able to. That is number three, that you're not
Yeah.
able to get the
Oh,
call.
that is number 2. I'm getting interview calls, but unable to crack them. Okay.
No
So it's
interview
like,
calls at all. Okay.
yeah, they're applying, but they're not getting the interview calls.
And I believe one of the reasons could be that a lot of new graduates, they don't get any kind of networking or the referral from anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the reason why, when nobody refer you, nobody market you, that is where a lot of problem also begins. We
Mm-hmm.
try at our own end. That's the very foremost thing which I see, that everybody is doing, just going easy apply.
Yep. And we recently posted on LinkedIn that LinkedIn Easy Apply button should be called Easy Apply but no reply. And it went viral.
Everyone is saying one, two, three, all the three. Okay.
All three
Like
are
there are no taking happening things in under data analytics, fake calls and fake emails. Yeah, guys, this is also one of the concerns now. Lot of companies, lot of fake companies are using different persons' IDs, their company's name. They will reach out to you, and we have seen certain cases. So
Mm-hmm.
we should be talking about those also in this platform, that how different companies are using, like they do they do there are a lot of scams going on around this also.
Yep. I think we should create something common, like common page, Amit sir, because we when we work with our hundreds of candidates, we are aware of like 50, 60 companies emails, right, that are scams.
I
So
was just thinking of an idea. I don't know whether it is practically possible or not. You can tell me, because you work with the product team. That can we design something where let's say I got a call from a company, they can come to a high counselor page and verify that company, that company is the right
mm,
company, or that has. But the problem, I believe, that the scam has gone to another level, because
it's another
now the
one. Yep.
companies are always right. They don't fake companies.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen the problem, get they fake email IDs.
The fake email IDs.
Yes, the person is also there. I recently met one of the candidates who got scammed. He said to me that the company is also right, the person is also right. It is just the email ID
Hmm.
that is different,
Yep.
and that is very individualistic, because I personally might be using three email IDs,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
right? So this
Let's
is one of the problem. We
we
can
can
think of
create
it like
something where at least everyone can come and report that this is something scam, and
yes,
we can create that database, right?
yes, and
Let's see.
that can help a lot of people, I
That
believe.
can help a lot, and then people can come and check on that page, okay, if that is actually a fake thing, if someone has reported it or not. Okay. So let's try to do that. Okay, jumping on to next question. What percentage of your classmates are struggling to land internships right now? Right, I mean, and it is just not about your classmates. If you're someone who's already graduated, like people in your network, because sometimes I mean, we are hearing this a lot, that okay, no one in my batch or very few people in my batch have landed internships, right? We want to confirm, okay, if this is an actual situation. So let us know if 0 to 10% of people in your network are struggling, or if like 50 to 75 or 75, more than 75 are actually struggling. And again, you can write 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, Sargur says that do you provide any insights on building resume? Yes, we do provide resume builder tool from our side, lot of so that you can beat ATS. This is interesting. Nirja says that I am not currently enrolled in US university. Can I get qualified for the remote internship? Yes, you are. Remote internship location is not a problem. Anybody, even located in like Asian countries, they can land up interviews into UK, New Zealand, Australia, USA. We have placed so many of them, and we'll share in this deck only today. Okay,
Mhm.
number three and number three. So people who are writing number four can just let us know that okay, they are writing on
Now
this one.
this is
Okay,
different. Yeah.
okay, they are writing more than 75% of people are not getting internship. Now this is a complete opposite end, right? When we
Mhm.
met certain universities, they said that we are placing almost 95% of their candidates.
Which
And now the
didn't look right.
candidate is saying almost 75% people are not getting internship.
Yeah, I mean, that did not make any sense to me. I mean, I met a university that's, I never heard name of that university. By the way, I graduated from Duke, and I know that from Duke University, 30-40% people don't get internship or don't get job at the time of graduation. But then we met a few universities, and their career center was claiming that 95% people land internship, and 50% of them get a job as well after that, like once they complete, which does not make any sense, honestly, in this market at least. Okay, so I think we are good to move forward, right? We have got some idea. So guys, before we get started, a little bit overview of myself. Amit sir, why don't you give a quick overview on your background, and then I'll jump into my overview, and then we'll take it from there.
From next onward time, I'll add it to my the deck
Add a
only.
slide, yes.
Add a slide. Okay, so my
Yes.
name is Dr. Amit. I currently work as a head of business operations at High Counselor. Me and Aditya has a long back history of working together. And back in 2012, when he was doing his BTech program, I was doing my PhD program. I worked with different corporate industry back in India, where I worked with Reliance, with ICICI Bank. I worked with different universities as a professor. Uh, in the field of marketing research in the data field, and then now we are living in Canada as a permanent resident over here, and that's it. We work with High Counselor full time, and we help so many candidates by landing into a job. I'll add a structured resume, guys. So like the Aditya slide has.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, so about my background, as Dr. Amit mentioned, I completed my engineering back in India in 2012. That's where we met. So long back relationship. So to 2012, after completing my BTech, I worked in India at Ericsson for about 1.5 years as a network engineer. Then came to US in 2015 for my master's degree. I can see a lot of candidates here in the call who are doing their masters right now. So I did my masters from Duke University. Job search was not easy, so don't worry about it. You're not the only one in this journey. It's pretty common. So after that, I landed my first job at PwC, which is PricewaterhouseCoopers, as a Salesforce consultant in Chicago. Worked at PwC for about a year, and then moved to Deloitte Consulting in San Francisco. Uh, and worked at Deloitte for almost 3.5 years. During my time at Deloitte, on every Friday, I used to help them with hiring and recruitment as well. So took a lot of interviews for software engineer, data science, and Salesforce people, mostly technical and behavioral interviews. And during this time at Deloitte, I realized that we can personally help candidates one on one and help them find their dream role, right? Get them into like big four companies like Deloitte, PwC, or like Google, Facebook. We can certainly do that. And that's when in 2020, I left my job to start High Counselor. And it's been 3.5 years since we started High Counselor, help more than 700 candidates land a job and internships at great companies. Yeah, so that's our, and we are backed by a bunch of VCs, angel investors, and ed tech entrepreneurs in Silicon Valley. Okay, so that's a little bit about our background. Now, why, as I mentioned, why we started High Counselor? Because we found that job search for entry level candidates or people who are changing career, it's very difficult. And the primary reason for that is because they lack hands on work experience. Because people lack hands-on work experience, people lack industry experience, employers don't want to invite them for interview because it's an investment from their end, right? And they don't get any credibility in candidate, that okay, why I should take this candidate with 0 years of experience when like five other candidates are available in the market with few years of experience, right? So that lack of hands-on work experience, it's a real underlying issue why entry level candidates struggle. And even if some people can get interview calls, they're unable to crack those interview calls because they don't have industry experience. They're unable to relate the business problem with the technical skills, and they fail there. So the solution that we identified, which was pretty simple and straightforward, that we thought, okay, let's upskill candidates with real world experience. If you have real world industry, the real job experience, even if you're a fresher, right, you'll have a lot more credibility. You'll have an unbeatable advantage over any other candidate in the market who's an entry level candidate. Okay. And we do this by providing you remote internships. Okay. So we connect candidates with startups across the world based on your choice, right? If you're in US, you want a Silicon Valley or like a US startup, we can match you there. If you're in India, we can help you match a startup in India or in the US. Similarly, if you're in Canada, we can help you as well, right? Uh, so we provide this remote internship, which allow candidates to work on real business problems, get a real job experience that you can put in your CV, your resume, your LinkedIn profile. You can talk about it in your interview calls, and then you'll be in an absolutely different situation. Okay. Now, benefits of remote internship, we all know once you have the real experience, right, working in a company for 3 to 6 months, that will differentiate your resume. You'll be professionally a way different candidate than a recent graduate with just bookish knowledge. Potential job offers, definitely you'll have way more interview calls. You'll be able to crack them even better. Okay. So, as I said, we are headquartered in Silicon Valley, Sunnyvale to be exact. Those who are based out of San Francisco Bay Area, we are in Plug and Play Tech Center. As I said, we have helped more than 1,000 candidates, helped them land internships at about 120 different companies. These companies are located in 10 different countries. As I said, we have companies in US, Canada, Europe, India, Middle East as well. Helped all, and right now we have about like 260 plus internship positions on our platform, and the average time that we need to help you land an internship is about 4 to 8 weeks. Why this time is required? For example, you enroll with us today, we'll provide you resources to fix your resume, to fix your LinkedIn profile, because that is absolutely mandatory. If you don't have a good resume or LinkedIn, nobody can get you an internship. So we provide you tools to fix your resume and LinkedIn. We help you there. Once your resume and LinkedIn is fixed, we start introducing you to the startups. They take your interview, which take about a week. Then they give you a decision and a joining date, which is about another 1 to 2 weeks, right? So it's 4 to 8 weeks of process. Now, the roles we support software engineering, data science, sales, marketing, UI, UX, product manager, Salesforce. So most of the tech and some of the management roles like sales and marketing. So no matter whether you're looking for a front end, back end, full stack, data analyst, data scientist, data engineer, BIA role, right? We should be able to help you get internship in all those roles. Plus some of the roles like cybersecurity, DevOps, Salesforce is one of our prominent one, right? We can help you land internships there. The pricing, it's a fixed pricing of $500. So you pay $500, and then we guarantee you that we'll get you 3 interview calls, right? And most of the time, these interview calls are pretty straightforward and easy, because for internships, companies do not expect you to be an expert. They just want dedicated and sincere candidates with basic fundamental technical knowledge. Okay. If you're not sincere about it, if you do not have like basic fundamental knowledge, uh, you're not ready for internship, right? Because companies don't want to teach. For example, if a company onboard you for data analyst job role, they don't expect you to teach SQL from the basics or Power BI from the basics, right? They expect you that you have the basic knowledge, and then they give you a task and you work on it, and they'll provide you mentorship. Right now we have 20% discount code, which is save 20. So when on the checkout, you can use this promo code save 20, and you'll get a 20% discount. This is just an example of some of the candidates. As I told you, right, we have companies in 10 different countries. So just want to give you what type of companies we have. So Peers, it's a healthcare startup by Stanford PhD alums. WebWar is a cloud security company. Vital Global is a company in New Jersey that works in communication with about 2,500 employees. Now Bank is a fintech startup based out of London, working on a great product. ACOT is a Salesforce consulting company started by one of my ex-colleague from Deloitte. They're based out of India. Hub app is a social networking app based out of Middle East. And these are some of our candidates who recently landed internships at these and some other companies as well. The process to get internship and to apply is pretty straightforward and easy. Simply go to our website, highcounselor.com. Right on the top, you'll find a button called internships. Let me give you a quick overview of how you can apply and how the platform looks like. Okay. Okay. So simply go to our website, highcounselor.com. When you go to our website, you'll find an option over here, internships. Go to internships, and right over here, click on enroll now. By the way, you can see all the internships available here by clicking on view all internships. Click on enroll now, create your free account. Okay, so suppose you create your free account, you log in. There's a simple application process. Fill in this application, complete the payment. Once you complete the payment, the system will ask you to upload your resume. Fix your resume. Will provide you all the resume builder tools, bullet point tools, right, to fix your resume in LinkedIn, and we'll start matching you with the employers for the interview calls. Okay. So this is a straightforward process, guys. uh, Now we are happy to answer any questions that you may have. Simply put your questions in the chat box, and Dr. Amit and I'll take your questions one by one. And
No,
thank
boss, is great information. Thank you. Is there any? Is this for finance background students also? So, do we have anything in finance? We do. We can
Yes.
help you in financial analytics, I guess, in the field of data
Yes.
analytics.
So,
But if
guys,
you're
just yeah, think it in a manner that we have about like 65 plus employers right now on our platform, right? So, if you need a specific internship, right, say in the finance, what we also do is we ask all of our employers that, hey, there's a guy who's looking in, say, financial manager internship, right? Do you have anything that you can help with? And then they let us know. If there is no internship, we make your full refund and you can go back. But if they have an internship, we'll schedule your interview calls, right? So as Dr. Amit mentioned, financial analyst, financial manager, these roles are available. But still, if anything is not posted on our website, if any role, right, still we can ask our 65 startups and can get you one.
Would it be possible for help you to in summer? Yes, but summer is too far right now. I won't recommend you to enroll right now
Hmm.
because if you're looking for an internship in the month of May, June, this is not the right time. You must enroll in the month of March. Okay, is it a paid internship? So it can be paid, it can be unpaid, but I would like to make it very clear that when we started this particular platform, the whole idea was to get people help, get anybody help in the like real time work experience. So we do consider more preference to those companies who give you real work rather than looking at only paid unpaid.
Yep.
I am on my OPT and getting after getting internship, can I submit an offer letter to the college?
Can you submit the offer letter? So most of the time we have seen that employers are okay to provide you an offer letter, but we do not push our employers to provide an offer letter because a lot of candidates want to join an internship just to stop their OPT clock or just to utilize that time period. Again, that is not our objective, guys. Our objective is we only want to work with those candidates who want to improve their work experience so that they can get a better full-time job later, and those who are also sincere about internship. If you're not sincere, it's not full, right? So that's why we do not guarantee that an employer would give you. What I would recommend you is you take an internship, work with an employer for 2 to 3 weeks, show that you're dedicated, show your value, and then if you ask that, hey, can you please provide me an offer letter, no employer would tell you no. And we can also provide a template to the employer. We actually provide we have provided that in the past, that hey, this is the simple template that you can utilize, give it to the candidate, and they have provided in the past. But if you join on the very first day, you say give me the offer letter, then this is not the platform for you. This is for the genuine real internships.
Franco says, "What if the platform couldn't match an internship? We'll refund your fees." Very simple.
Yep.
Durga says, "Can you find something for DevOps?" Yes, we have for DevOps. Are these internships paid? We have already answered this one. Will you be able to find us something in summer? Yes, we can find it, but right now I would recommend you that if you're looking for internship right now or maybe in the month of till March, April, you can definitely join us. Or even if you need time, for example, some people do require a lot of time to pick and choose and prepare, then they can think of it. I finished the boot camp on Java backend developer. Can I apply? Yes, you can apply. No problem at all. I am from Jaipur, India. Recently got an offer from Genpack in the process developer accounts paying benefit. Is there any some issues with my document? We cannot verify that. How we can verify that?
By the way, I'm also from Jaipur.
How you can avail save 20 code? Just go to the platform highcounselor.com, click on internship. When you're checking out the page, you will be able to put in that code.
Yep.
Do
That's
these
the final
internships
payment.
generally materialize in full-time jobs? It depends. It depends on multiple factors. First, whether that company is hiring in that role or not. Second, is the candidate was really good to land into a job. But definitely, what we can see from the pattern, what we are observing right now, that a lot of candidates are getting some good employer reference letter, which can be very very handy in the
Yes.
job market. So they work with a company, even that company is not hiring, they just request companies that if you can give me a reference letter in your network, that can really help people landing into a job.
Guys, one thing that we have started doing with all the candidates that we helped land an internship, we are reaching out to their employers. We are asking them that, hey, can you please provide a quick feedback on this candidate about his communication, technical skills, uh, like dedication for work, and then you can utilize that as a proof of your sincerity and your work at a particular startup in your future interviews on your LinkedIn, and that would get you a lot of good visibility. And we also try to promote journey of these candidates through our network as well, right? So we try to promote it on our LinkedIn profile. So for example, there is a candidate Dawson who landed internship in data analyst role 2 3 months ago. So we are showcasing his journey through our platform, that Dawson has joined this internship, he's learning this, learning that. So again, this is all optional, right? Whenever we see that candidate is putting the right effort, they need good visibility, so we also provide that support from our end.
Okay, next question. Could you help me in the internship in the February 24? Yes. If you are in the right domain, we can help you. Can I do an internship now as I am in my last semester? I guess you can do it because it's a remote internship. If you have time on a daily basis, at least to invest 3 to 4 hours, then only think of it, because that is the minimum requirement which any
Mhm.
employer will ask for.
Yep. And guys, I have one thing that I always say, like bookish knowledge you can acquire up to a level. Projects with your professor, that's again up to a certain level is fine. But if you want to stand out, have real work experience. You don't need to necessarily go through us, but have real work experience on your resume. That is the only thing that can help an entry level candidate stand out, get more interview calls, and eventually land job offers, right? I see this mistake again and again from candidate. They say, oh, I'm not getting interview calls, but look at their resume and LinkedIn, they have like literally zero experience, right? When in market there are hundreds of people or even thousands of people who got laid off, right, and they have experience, they always get a preference over anyone else. So get experience on your resume.
Okay, looking for internship and so are we also helping in IoT domain? I guess, do we have anything in
We
IoT?
don't have at this point, right, any internship. But again, as I said, guys, you can enroll. We can ask. The 65 startups are good enough. We can shoot an email to all of them. They're working on different technologies. IoT is like definitely very prominent. So if they have, we can match you. If they don't have, we'll make the refund.
Prakash says, I applied to many companies, but I did not get any call. I don't know why. Prakash, we can help you out. We, in our own network, in our own referral, we can help you through this process, through this program. So you can consider us. Kritika says that, can I get contact details of someone from your team if I when I apply? So after you apply, our dedicated team member, her name is Manvi, so she will be reaching out to you, and you can work with her on one-on-one basis. Will you refund fees if you are not able to find? Yes, we have already explained you that if we are not able to help you finding internship, and when I'm saying finding internship, that means getting you calls. That is what my job is. As high counselor, my role is to get you calls. get interview calls for you. I'm looking for data analyst, data engineering internship. You can get it here. There is no problem in that role. Can I do this one? Aditya Chen is asking, can I do an internship on F1 OPT as I recently graduated and I'm helping to get my EAD in the month of Feb?
Absolutely.
Before EAD, can I work?
That is a question for your visa services that you need to ask.
I guess EAD card is required as far
Yep.
as my understanding is concerned.
Mhm. Yeah, because I think in US the
Being
laws
on the safer side, I would say that let your EAD card come and then only you apply.
or yeah, just double check with your career center. That's I think the best way.
Yeah, that is also a good way. You will make refund. What is the timeline we need to look for landing internship? We already answered 6 to 8 weeks. We generally
Okay.
people might land much earlier also, but still
Mhm.
we take big. The commitment has to be made on a little longer duration, but it cannot be true for everyone.
Yep.
Okay. Any other questions, guys? I guess we are good. I don't see any other question now.
Okay, guys, if there are no more questions, the process is pretty simple. Simply go to our website, go to internships, click on enroll now, complete the process. Our team will get in touch and will help you with the internships. Okay. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at support@highcounselor.com and we'll respond back to your questions. Okay, I'm adding it here for everyone. It is support@highcounselor.com. If you have any questions, right, clarifications that you need, and we'll be there to help you out.
What if I get the calls and internship and unable to crack interviews? Will you that refunding? No. In that situation, Kritika will not be refunding because our job is to help you getting calls. And if you generally these interviews are not that harsh; those are simple interviews. So, and we have seen a good success rate. Very few of the people struggle in that. So if we are already doing our job, because our job is to network with our employers, get the right calls for you, that means we are doing our job.
And Kritika, one very important thing here is so initially we had no limit or no cap on the number of interview calls that we get for a candidate. But then we ran into issues where candidates started taking it uh, very casually, right?
We
For
started
example,
ghosting employers.
exactly, right? Like the interview call scheduled, but they didn't show up, and that damaged our relationship with the employer. Or they showed up in the interview very unprofessionally. So we only want candidates who are very sincere because we don't want to destroy our relationship with the employer. Uh, I and Amit sir can guarantee you that these interview, I mean, as an intern, nobody would expect you to be an expert, right? But if you're sincere, you're dedicated, you show up in time, you show that you're interested in learning, you'll be absolutely okay. But if
And
you're
I
not,
guess I met last week one of the candidates, and literally she said that in an interview she was not able to answer almost 80% of their questions. But in the end, she said that I'm happy to learn, I'm ready to learn, and they hired her.
yep,
They
that's
said
all
that
people
okay,
need from an
we'll teach
intern.
you, we'll train you. So most of the companies, they know that intern role is all about training and making them learn about the process.
Yep.
There is an issue in the portal on introducing yourself. Click on the save and continue it. It doesn't work. Okay, is the information is not getting saved? If I'm
So
getting it right, Priya.
okay, so we'll double check on our end, right? And you can probably visit it again by end of tonight or by tomorrow morning.
Okay, if I get a full time offer during my internship period, what should I do? You should professionally inform your current employer where you are doing internship so that you can let them know that this is the condition and nobody will ask you. Most probably, every employer understand the situation.
Mhm.
Priya says yes, the information is not okay. She says thank you. Okay,
So we've answered all the questions. Thanks everyone for joining us today. And good luck with your job search, internship search, and let's stay in touch. Let us know if we can help you with anything else. Looking forward to working with you guys. Thank you. Bye.
thank you.